What's up guys, Brad Chappell back with you. Top 3 setups for the month of April. April's here, beautiful weather's coming, warmer days. It's definitely time to get out there and go crappie fishing. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Appreciate everybody for joining us on Tuesday nights for today's bite. So stay tuned for these top 3 setups.
In the flatland like a man on the run.
My first setup for the month of April is going to be old school. Single pole, crappie fishing with a single jig, and that's a 1/8 Crappie Pro jig head, just along any kind of cover they're wanting to spawn. Water temperature 62 degrees and higher. These fish are up here in the month of April, spawning, protecting their nest. So I really like to utilize a little bit bigger bait when I'm doing this. And this is the Bobby Garland Mayfly. And it's a creature style bait, as you can see, but as these fish are guarding their nest, they want to attack it and eat it. So not only are you going to feel a tick, but more than likely you're going to feel a thump. So it's a great way to go out crappie fishing in the month of April. And I'm using the B&M Bucks Gold 12-foot jig pole. I really like this pole. It's got a really soft tip, really lightweight, so you can actually sit up here and fish all day without having your arms hurt or anything else. So the Bucks Gold 12-foot jig pole is definitely the way to go for the month of April single pole jigging. All right guys, my number 2 setup for the month of April is going to be casting slip bobbers. Extremely easy to do, extremely easy setup. I'm using a 1/16 ounce Crappie Pro jig head with the Bobby Garland original baby shad. This bait's been around for a long time now. It has caught thousands of fish and it just plain out works. This color here is a new color they just brought out this past year, and that is the fried shad. Stain, muddy water, springtime water, just a great color for me to use. Another thing that's really easy about this setup, these steel bobbers, as you can see on the screen here, it shows a 1/16 ounce. So all I have to do, put a 1/16 ounce jig below it, cast it out, and catch some crappie. Definitely a great way in the month of April to catch a lot of crappie is using a slip bobber and a single jig. All right guys, my third setup for the month of April is going to be pushing out of the front of the boat while I'm long lining. I haven't talked about this a whole lot, but during the springtime, a lot of times I'll have more than 2 people in the boat. So I have 2 people in the back long lining, but also in the front, I'm gonna be pushing off the front. Now here's my setup to actually do this, is I've got 1 ounce sinker, double barrel sinker tied on, and then 18 inches or so below it, I have a 1/8, the fin spin by Crappie Magnet bladed jig head below it. And this is a slab curly right here. I like using a lot of different colors, a lot of different styles. It just kind of depends on the sunlight and the water clarity as far as what color I'm gonna try to utilize. But one thing's great about it is it's very easy to change out the colors. But as everybody knows, I love the color orange as far as the jig head goes. Now typical speeds is just like long lining, either 0.8 all the way to about 1.2. This setup will do you really good. Now to do this setup, I'm actually using the B&M power trollers, and these are 18-foot poles. I'm wanting them out in front of the boat, away from everything. I need a little bit stiffer pole, so this pole right here fits it perfectly to go out power trolling in the springtime, actually while you're long lining jigs out the back. So you can have people up front of the boat and people out of the back of the boat. It's just a great way to put a lot of people in the boat and put a lot of fish in the boat as well. So try your power trolling out of the front of the boat while you're long lining in the spring, and you will definitely put more crappie in the boat by using this technique. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, turn your notifications on. Join us Tuesday night for today's bite on YouTube and also Facebook, where we go live and we talk about everything that's working today. Current reports from across the United States from different fishermen. Great advice for everybody. It's definitely a fun thing. Dustin McDaniel and myself do it every Tuesday night. Guys, we've got the new sun hoodies coming out this month of April. Check them out at crappieforever.com. It's kind of a darker camo style pattern with a hoodie on. A lot of people say, well, why are you wearing a darker hoodie when it's hot outside? And the number one reason is if I'm using live sonar, a darker color will not reflect back into my face. Like this white color shirt on right now, it's hard to actually see the screen whenever you're live scoping with a light color shirt on, for example, like this white. I like darker color shirts, even in the summertime, to kind of cut down on the reflection on these live sonar screens. Appreciate everybody. Till next time, Brad Chappell here. Holla.